Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. And we are back with Starfield. Now, oh boy, what can I say? I want to actually, I'm just going to leave a pause. There are some things I want to talk about. Um, like, for example, last night when I attempted to do the stream, the game kept me. I was stuck on the terms of agreement. It was absolutely not letting me agree. It wasn't letting me scroll to read it. It was just the terms of agreement was just there on the screen, and I couldn't do anything. Now that happened when I was broadcasting the game to my computer, which I prefer doing because it allows me to do this type of commentary. You can, again, me being in this corner, but again, it makes it very awkward to do these videos on this. Then we had, but then when I switched over to the console, there were some difficulties, but eventually it did work. Oh, sorry, folks, I need a drink there. So, eventually it did work, and we were able to progress. There's some comments I want to say. The character creation is all right. Um, I'm not entirely happy with the way the character looks. Like it's sort of hard to design a character like to match my body type because I was like because they always tend to be either too thin or too fat. Because the thing is like I know I may not look it, but like I'm surprisingly like athletic. Don't ask me to run. Don't ask me to run, but I'm very good at in terms of luda sport, like combat type things. You know, um, so like, I was trying to get a balance between fat like my bulky stomach and such, and then there is the face. I couldn't get the nose to match up, so we're just going to use this character. The reason why I gave him the big eye scar, despite the fact that I don't have one, is I do have a scar on this eye from an injury that I got when I was very young. So I give every single of my characters, if I can, a scar on their eye, and I did grow up being ginger, which is why I tend to make my characters ginger as well. Uh, that being said, what can I say about the game in terms like besides the character creation was amazing, and I love the background stuff as well. Like now I know I chose to be a Ronin that grew up on the streets of Neon, but like it was still cool, and I like how the fact that even though my character grew up on the streets of Neon, my character's parents could still be alive. Or I could have a dream home that was very expensive to pay. That's very expensive to pay for. Like all that stuff is amazing. I really do like it. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. The piloting is pretty good. I enjoy it. I can't wait until I get to the point where. Okay, I guess I can't really. Even though I just say I have two crew, I can't really do anything. Um, but yeah, like I can't wait until I can start customizing. I have some ideas on what I'm gonna do in terms of a ship design. It is very difficult. I am pretty much a melee build. It's sort of what the Ronin put me into. See, I have a bit more of a gut, so like, anyway, but yeah, like, so that's what I'm sort of trying to lean into. But I am keeping. I'm surprised that this game does not have like a quick. Actually, could I hotkey weapons? Hold on, could I do that? I can. Okay, that's a bit of a game changer because my character is strongest with weapons. So we have a pistol. We have two pistols actually. this one and tank, but I feel like my character will go more for the single shotguns as opposed to the rapid fire. So we're gonna favorite this, and then we'll put our knife here, but then we'll put our cutter over here for the purposes of, you know, mining. There's no real difference in the armor. Sorry, that's Sue. Eventually, I am going to equip other stuff to my character, but I feel like for now, with the way the story is currently unfolding, my character would still keep to wearing the gear of the crew, like of the company he works for. You know, the mining suits. So I'm gonna keep him wearing all that type of stuff for the time being. But yeah, as for my skills, we start off with dueling, but like I am going to slowly level them up also to use other types of firearms, because again, like, this is a sci-fi game. There's not going to be much melee weapons, I assume, with the exception of maybe a couple of knives and the types of axes. Space combat was pretty fun. I can't wait to dive a bit more in. I thought this was going to be like the new revamp of Elite Dangerous Odyssey, because Odyssey has revamped it so that you can actually start the game with no ship, and essentially the way you get around the galaxy is by booking passage on other ships at that point. But no, this game seems to give you your ship straight off the bat. So let's see, select a mission. Okay. Set course. Now I'm hoping they do this animation for every single jump. And I love how it doesn't, you don't jump straight away, like it takes time. I don't see a gauge though. Power up grav. Oh, there's no power in the grav drive. That's why. So that's what that thing is. Okay, let's take. That's shields. That thing. Let's take one power from the missiles. There we go. So, yeah, like, clearly the game's buggy, but, like, again, like, anyone who said...
This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan completed. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
So I like how you look around and there's these landing points. Now, I heard talk about how this game does not actually allow, like, it's not complete borderless planets. The planets are broken up into zones, essentially, and you have to, at some point, you will have to get up and fly your ship to the new landing zone. I'm actually okay. Oh, I think this game's quite loud. Okay. Good. So, I'm gonna, okay, so I was gonna say, before the game got really loud, I'm actually completely fine. Hide spacesuits and segments. I'm completely fine with this game having that type of thing, because depending on how big the areas are you really gonna walk? Like, for example, the space between the science outpost and New Atlantis is truly massive. Are you telling me you would be okay with walking that distance? No, you wouldn't be. Of course, you would only walk a certain distance from your ship, and then if you were going any further, you would get out of your ship. So you would go back to your ship, and you would then, fly. It just makes sense, in my opinion. So I'm okay with the game having those type of limitations. Like, again, it just makes sense to me.
Hey, Bosco! What? No barrier? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Your memory is uncanny.
Also, I do like the introvert fee. Let's see, our skills. Is it not in skills? Okay. Where do we evaluate it then? Oh, stats. Character. Traits. Introvert. I like how it says with other human companions. So, like, that means we can have, like, Vasco or other robot-like companions, travel with us. Now, I do hope this game does allow us a chance to be, like, pirates. Or, like, join those type of factions.
And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo. I'm sure you can find something you like.
And again, I like this. You can buy, like, pre-made ships. So we have, like, right now we have this Rambler. It looks pretty cool. The Galileo. Clearly a big cargo vessel. Like, it'd be cool if they actually give you like a brief explanation of the ships. The Achilles. You can see those weapon systems on on the sides there. One missile rack. What appears maybe two lasers on the top bit, and then one ballistic weapon. Right there. Like, that looks good, and again, it's a nice slender profile. Excellent for combat. Then we have this one. This one, I don't know, it has very little weapon systems by the looks of it. Again, probably a small cargo transport. Right, slender profile. Gladius. I'm not. Maybe that's a weapon their weapon profiles on near the tail end there. Because they don't look like engines. They're too small. And also like. Oh wait, here's the zoom in. See, like we have the two. See, they don't look like engines. And there's a missile rack there. They might actually no. They might be the lasers. Yeah, they might be lasers, and they're just so your lasers come from your tail essentially. That's pretty cool. We have the Sparrow, probably another merchant ship with two. Like there's two lasers, and then there's a missile rack. So minimal weapons, but like probably plenty of cargo. And then we have the shield breaker. Let's take a look at this. Like, look at that this monstrosity. It clearly is the shield breaker. It has a very large missile rack. I guess that other weapon. Can you even see my mouse? Yes, you can. This could be maybe the ballistic weapon, but like 3 lasers definitely will break up, your enemy shields. like that. Again, I have no idea how I'm gonna design. Like, if obviously I'm gonna buy parts for my ships.
I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the plaza. The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
But yeah, again, like the game is pretty good, and again, like similar to Fallout.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on the United Colonies Research Facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Balloon Zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last week. It kinda smelled, but I don't smell anything.
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state of the art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
A little unfair, don't you think? 3-star Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted. No questions asked. Been helping some repairs.
Like, I like how that's. Yeah, I'm engaged in what's going on here.
You all must be exhausted.
Like, that grabbed me. That grabbed my attention. Like, and that's good. Obviously, not all the buildings are enterable. Citizens.
Nothing good comes from
I could say, just react to my knife. So yeah, like, no. So, again, all is understand. Like, again, I saw some people doing comparisons to I saw people comparing this to Cyberpunk 2077, with how civilians actually react to your weapons, whereas in this game, they don't.
Please keep moving.
Like, body scan area.
Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Oh, hello, 10th Planet. Thank you for joining the stream. I'm just going to lower down the game audio just a little touch bit more so you can hear me a lot better. I will also, it's being projected through my telly, so I'll lower that down a bit more. The verdict so far. Now, I've only really played about an hour. But I gotta say, I was happy with it. Character creation is something I'm gonna have to experiment with a bit more, because I tried to make my character a little bit more with a bit more of a stomach, but with some muscle, like the way I have it, but I couldn't get it exactly. For example, as you know, since you've met me in person, and you can probably tell by the camera, my stomach sticks out a lot more. So, like, I tried to get that, couldn't get it. couldn't get the nose, but again, because of a bug that kept me from actually starting the game, I was like, I didn't want to spend too much time in character creation, so I didn't have a lot of time. So like, I was not happy with the nose of my character, but either way, as I said at the start of the video, there are plenty of character creation options. I will say, character creator, absolutely amazing. There's so many fine details you can edit about your character's appearance, but there's also all these extra like background stuff. Like my character's background. Hold on, we can show you if we go into character. Hold on, that's not it. Where is it? Status. Here it is. So my character's background is a Ronin. He's masterless and unbound. You wander to settled systems as a blade for hire. To some, you are a simple mercenary. To others, a hero. And to a select few, a nightmare they could never wake from. And then you get to pick 3 traits. I chose Neon Street Rat because I felt like that worked well with me being a Ronin. Basically, it means I grew up on the streets of Neon, which I'm guessing is some kind of like maybe criminal city or corrupt city. My character's an introvert because in real life I don't like spending too much time around other people, so which is cool. And I do like how it does stipulate human companions, which means my character can travel with as many my character can interact with robots or robot crew robot companions, and he would not be bothered. Also, I felt like this could also fit with the Ronin in terms of like a little bit of a backstory. My character is hero worshipped, so I've earned the attention of an annoying, adoring fan, which is clearly a reference to Oblivion when you complete the Colosseum storyline. The adoring fan that will just follow you. He will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. So, the combat is very. If you're used to playing Fallout, the combat will feel very familiar, especially if you played Fallout 4. The combat is very familiar. The main difference is you don't have VATS, so if you played Fallout 4 relying on the VATS, you're going to have a hard time. But if you played, let me just turn the light because I notice I'm a bit dark. But if you played other shooting games, like it's nothing phenomenal. I haven't gotten any of those special, like I didn't get that like gravity special ability that we saw in the trailer, so I don't know yet. And technically, I do not own I don't own the ship, so I haven't customized it yet. I have no idea how how I'm gonna design the ship. I know to try and reflect the Ronin background. I know for a fact my character would then eventually design a ship that is decent for combat. So I'm gonna have to reflect that. It will probably be something, with a narrow, target profile, but with but has all the space he needs for, doing his crafting or, whatever. So I need to try and balance size for combat, The weapons so far are pretty cool. Early on, I got lucky and actually found this weapon. It's, epic. It's a little knife disassembler, so against robots, extra damage, but it also has a much faster attack speed than normal knives. 25% is a fucking huge percentage, so I think I got very lucky with this find. I also found this little pistol, machine pistol, with a suppressor, pretty cool. And I also got this fucking revolver-like gun, also with a suppressor, but it also has armor-piercing rounds. So again, I got pretty lucky. But yeah, no, the game is good. Now, again, it's a Bethesda game. I'm not expecting perfection from the start, but again, it is good. I'm not gonna say it's not because of some small issues. For example, let me actually equip one of my guns. Let me equip my gun. Like, people don't react to my gun, see? Which, again, It's okay. I do plan to eventually install this game on the PC through Game Pass Ultimate, and maybe someone will mod it. But let's see what happens if I shoot. Okay, actually no, this is a bad example because my gun is suppressed. Let's go to cutter. So yeah, no one's reacting to my mining laser. But again, am I expecting perfection? No. Also, I should not have shot that gun. My character is meant, as a Ronin, he is meant to use melee weapons a bit more often, hence the knife. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed the hour I played, and I'm looking forward to exploring a bit around. There was a kiosk apparently to my right that I could use to see about hiring crew. I would like to personally, I would like the ability to have romance options, because I always enjoy those, especially when it comes to like companions and stuff like that, just because it gets you a little bit more invested in the characters your character's traveling with. So I do hope there is those availability. The viewpoint. Is this where the guy said to go to crew?
Hey there. You look like the planet hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
Okay, so here we go. So this is the place where he mentioned.
Comfortable on ship, especially in the gunner seat. I'm also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it. I guess that's goodbye then. Safe travels.
So these are the commands. Ooh, mysterious. Oh my god, that helmet looks exactly like... Oh, I love that helmet. I love the look. The Hunter.
I'm not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? I guess you could say I've always had it. Once you've been all over like I have, you might find yourself in something like this too.
I want that suit. A part of me wants to hire him just to take him somewhere, to kill him and take the suit. But I doubt I would get it. I doubt it would be that easy. I want the suit. I want it. It would be great for my character being a Ronin. But again, I doubt it would be easy just to kill him and get the suit. You know? But I will be coming... Once my character has some money, I do want this guy on my crew. But the funny thing is, he doesn't have the skills listed in the corner like the other woman did, so I don't even know if he's hireable.
Well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. Retired, actually, from too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah. And a few more.
Oh, okay, so he's a retired character.
I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
Mm.
And you got that right. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
I hope so. I like this character. Okay, so again, I will say, when my character first landed, there was a conversation by someone who's clearly important to the city with 3 refugees, a little boy and some kind of administrative person, as well as a scientist. And I got intrigued by their conversation. My character wasn't pulled into it. I heard the conversation and I was just like, What's going on here? And like there they are. So, oh, the woman's gone now. But yeah, there's a woman here. Oh, now I'm being pulled in. Shit, I can't. I walked away without getting pulled in, and now I have a quest because I walked back. But yeah, this little boy believes his parents were on a different ship and that they will arrive. He clearly doesn't want to go to a foster family. But yeah, let's see. We have a quest here now. There you go. Activities. Talk to the scientist by. Oh no, that's a different thing. Okay, so that has nothing to do with this woman.
Does that woman have any idea why?
Yeah, and again, like, and now mind you, it wasn't from them. Now this quest came from me walking by the security officer. Now again, even the security officers don't react to, to my weapons. They don't react. But I do also like this sort of like futuristic thing, like body scan ahead, keep moving. And again, I do like the level of security that they have, like at this entry point to the city. It's pretty cool. Like, also, it'll be very if you have this big warning. If you see anyone walking up but then stopping and then turning around, you know that okay, they clearly got away with something in the on their ship scan. So like, so now they don't want their body to be scanned. What's going on here? So like, this whole body scan thing is a cool like sort of psychological like deterrent for people entering. And again, you have like these two guards on either side of this, and I can only imagine there's another guard in here. Yeah, there we go. And they even have a weapons rack right there. See? So like, it's pretty cool. Like I like it, even in a peaceful sort of like area. Like, I do like the level of security that they clearly established. And unlike in Elite Dangerous, it doesn't tell you that your body's being scanned. Like, you just walk, and this guy will comment. Like, he commented to me, he was like, no bounties, move on ahead. Mind you, he's not talking now, I guess. I have to actually leave the planet and come back for him to have dialogue. But yeah, no, that hunter guy, I like him. Oh, I want a suit. But yeah, no, there's security all over the place, like. So she is hireable, and she's a gunner, that has training in a shotgun. So that's pretty cool. Apparently, her training though is in the ship weapons, is more of a particle weapons thing. Let's see this. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, you're not talking to me?
Hey, if you're looking for a weapons specialist, I could really use the work to clear out some heads.
Okay, so he has 2 stars in missile weapon systems and 2 stars in ballistic weapon systems. So he is definitely he's pretty useless on the ground, clearly. Like, whereas with her, she seems like she might hold her own on the ground as well. So that's pretty cool. Like, you have companions that may not be useful outside of the ship. Let's talk to this guy now.
We picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today.
Okay, so he's clearly a sniper. Like, look at that. 2 stars in sniper certification, 1 star in marksmanship, and 1 star in sharpshooting. I'm assuming that's actually their levels, because perks have ranks. Alright, there's this person here. Whoa! He is just a shield systems specialist. Okay. Where's that woman that's been walking around? Let's see her. Let's see this woman in the fancy clothes.
My brother works there. There's a huge tree in the embassy district, across from the mass station. Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone.
Also, I will say, the animation is quite good on the characters. Like,
Maybe I just love trees.
Like the characters look unique enough. Now, mind you, these are named characters, so that's to be given. So that's obviously the security guards are their helmets are tinted, but let's look at the citizens. Like let's see the diversity in the citizens here. Yeah, like I'm not actually again I'm not seeing any carbon copies. Like look at this guy. Wait, look at his hat. Yeah, no, like clearly, and again, like I will say, okay, I suppose, yeah, okay. With a door that has that clearly loads into another area, like how else are they going to have them, vanish? Okay. Like I suppose it would be too much of a thing for the door to open and then walk into the darkness, I guess. So okay, that's. But then again, that's a typical Bethesda thing. They don't really animate the doors opening and closing. But no, I will say though, like everything looks pretty nice. Again, this is my first big settlement, and like the citizens are like cool, and even the ones that are carrying objects, like look at this, you know. I okay, I'm okay, they're not these are clearly meant to be tourists, you know. I don't know why their bags are now vanished, but still, like I guess realistically we are not meant to hyper focus on these wandering NPCs. Like, so okay, fair enough. Like I'm hyper focusing, so which means I will spot like fucking issues. But let's check out the water. The water is looks like what you would expect from a Bethesda game. Like, to my knowledge, one of the most advanced water systems in video games is from Sea of Thieves. Like those people apparently spent ages researching water movement to because again it's a pirate sailing game, so they clearly they spend all their time working on the water. These fountains, like okay, yeah, the fountain looks not the best. Citizen. But no, as I said though, like I like the diversity I'm seeing in the citizens. Like, now mind you, they don't pop out at you as much as Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk, because like that has all the augmentations and whatnot. So like that game really has people jump out at you. For like I know this is technically like the starport. Okay, I feel like it's maybe a little too empty. Personally, like maybe like okay, over around here I suppose it's a lot. It seems to be a lot busier around here. Oh, of course. Look, coffee. That's why this area is so packed. Coffee. Even in the future, humanity is ruled by coffee. Not. But I just feel like further where the ships should be, that's where the densest population of characters should be. But it seems to be more up here. But then again, this is supposed to be the hotel, so maybe. Oh no, this is a shop. Oh my god, duty free. We're in a duty free shop.
It's amazing what consoles have cost.
Hope you're finding everything you need.
Oh, here you go. Here's the shop.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions if it's done.
Yes, yes. Just show me what you have to sell.
Please, take a look.
Oh, they sell weapons they sell weapons in the starport. Like what the hell? Wow, look at this weapon. Recon laser. This is only a rare pistol. It's not even epic. Anti-personnel plus 10% damage against humans. Recon laser sight, reflex sight, muzzle brake, armor-piercing rounds, and high-powered. And then we have the mining laser. They sell ammo, they sell spacesuits. Let's take a look at this. Deep mining spacesuit, that's what I have. Ground crew spacesuit. Navigator. Space trucker. Star roamer. Yeah, like it's just weird. Like this is clear. Like again, we're clearly meant to be in a starport, and this is clearly like supposed to be like their duty free. Black elbow grease gear. Ooh, I like that. Very casual. Jumpsuit, engineering outfit, fish worker mask. Oh, okay. There's the mask. Okay, cool. Frontier attire. Mine outbreaker. Synth, leather wear. Toyota engineering cap. UC grey utility jumpsuit. I'm actually a big fan of this, like this suit. Like that's pretty cool. Notes. Oh yeah, books. Because it wouldn't be a Bethesda game if you can fucking collect a huge, massive library. And that's how you learn the game's lore and history. And then we have all these minerals for crafting. I actually have stuff to sell. No, don't want to talk to you. I accidentally pressed A.
Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge. The lodge is here in the city. We shouldn't keep Constellation. There is room in my storage hold for...
Yeah. Just give me all the stuff I gave you. Let's see. I can't remember what this is. I don't think it's ammunition. I think it's crafting stuff. Give me the bullets. The extra guns. And I will say, like, one of the issues I had with Cyberpunk was the guns sort of... Oh, no, sorry. It was also one of the issues I had with Borderlands 3. Was the guns started, like... There's no real uniqueness to them. Now, mind you, it was a bigger issue in Borderlands than it was in Cyberpunk. Like, I have all these... See, I collected all these extra weapons within an hour. Like, dear God. Alright. But yeah, it's hilarious though that this robot is supposed to keep us on track to switch to selling. We're told to come to this location, but like you can completely just wander off. It's a bit immersion breaking because again, like your character's told like, okay, no, you're to go to this place, and then like. But because you're now the captain of the ship, you can just be like, you know what, I'm gonna ignore that order. And even though the robot is supposed to be following this protocol Indigo thing, where he's supposed to escort us to the lodge, he doesn't. Like I could ignore that shit. No, I haven't tried to. I'll probably do a save, a new game at some point, and try to ignore protocol Indigo. And we'll see if he forces me to go. But I highly doubt it. I'm not going to keep that. Because I have the modified Kraken. There we go. Do I really need to... Like, again, the combat axe deals 21 damage. But I feel like this knife is going to make up for it. With its sheer speed. So yeah, there we go. The ammo. What ammos do I need to keep? I'm pretty sure I can sell this and then the shotgun ammo. Actually, no, wait. Ammo doesn't have mass. You know, I'm just going to hold on to the ammo. Because you never know when I might, still need it. Sell that mining suit. There's different types of protection. There's airborne, radiation, corrosive, and thermal. My default stuff is more for radiation. The pirate raiding pack gives me more energy. And I don't know what EM stands for. No, see, inspect just allows you to fucking look at. You know, I'll sell the raiding packs. And as for the helmets, shit! Did I accidentally just buy all that shit? Yeah, I did. I wasn't aware that I accidentally bought some things. Oh yeah, so here's some of the outfits I bought. I'm gonna until I am finished with this. Actually, no, I'm probably gonna change. See, I like the cyber wear, streetwear. Chance to 5% chance to research sudden developments. I feel like this outfit speaks to my character being a roan, like a wandering roan, a bit more. I might not sell them. Throwables, yeah, let's sell these. I'm never a fan of using explosives because they just make it like they fuck shit up when you're trying to, grab all stuff. Let's see. I have a bunch of credits now, but that's about it. We'll hold on to our money. See what's out there.
Appreciate the business. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Thanks for coming in.
You know what we need? You know what they need to sell in this futuristic spaceport shop? Toblerones. They need to have like special like space Toblerones. I guess that's the restroom, or is that the? Okay, yeah. That's the spawn point.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
75 credits for for a cup of coffee. Wow. Mind you, we don't like it's we. I wouldn't know how to quantify credits in terms of modern money, but I feel like 75 credits is a rip off. Yes. Alright, so transit car. So even within this area, there's like sub areas, to limit, loading and all that. Which again, very understandable when games break that stuff up. Even open world games need to have some way to work around, rendering and all that. And I always think like loading screens are okay. As long as, mind you, I will say the worst game for loading screens was Fable 3. The zones in Fable 3 were just way too goddamn small. So we have a named person here.
Check out the commercial district. There's some cool shops there. And if you want a whole new look, there's even an enhanced. Don't be a stranger.
But again though, like I like also the fact that this is so far into the future.
It's quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Ooh, cool tree. Like again, like this place has a very distinct identity, I feel like. Like, look at this. And again, like this game is set so far into the future that what's it called? Earth is a myth. Like, Earth has been forgotten. Also, I love the amount of bags this guy has. Clearly, he's a pack mule. Which, let's face it, all the characters will end up treating him as a pack mule. But no, like this area is actually stunning. I am loving the trees. I am loving all the water. Again, like it does feel like an ancient city of Atlantis, you know, but with like a cool modern aesthetic. I love it.
In a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity. It always has been.
Like this is I'm loving this. This place is really cool, and I love the mist. Like this whole mist going on. Oh, it's really cool.